time I effed up by coming home early to surprise my wife, who was having a surprise birthday party for me. I'm 32 years old, and I literally forget my own birthday exists. Not in a cute, oops, I'm so busy way. Like, genuinely forget it's a thing that happens. My childhood was rough. Mom had serious issues, and birthdays were either completely ignored or used as some twisted punishment day. One year, she made me sit in my room alone all day as practice for when nobody cares about you anymore. I was 7. By the time I hit high school, I just stopped acknowledging it. Easier that way. My friends would try to celebrate, and I'd get this weird, anxious feeling in my stomach, so I'd make excuses and avoid them. Then I met Sarah 3 years ago. She's one of those people who makes a huge deal about birthdays, like custom cakes, thoughtful gifts, the whole thing. Our first year together, she threw me this surprise party, and I had a full panic attack in the bathroom. Had to explain everything. She was amazing about it. Said we'd go at my pace. But every year, she still does something small. Dinner, a card. Makes me feel normal, you know? Anyway, yesterday, I left work at 3 p.m. Picked up flowers from the grocery store because she'd mentioned liking sunflowers last week. Figured I'd surprise her for once. Maybe we'd go for a walk before dinner. I pull into our driveway at 3:47 p.m. and her car's already there. That's weird. She works until 5:30 on Thursdays. Always. I walk up to the front door and I can hear movement inside. Lots of movement. My first thought is someone broke in. I slowly turn the key and push the door open. Our dining room looks like a birthday supply store had a seizure. There are balloons everywhere. Half of them inflated. Half of them sad, deflated rubber on the carpet. Streamers tangled in a pile. A homemade banner that says, "Happy Birthday, David," in crooked letters, clearly hand-painted with poster paint. And there's Sarah. She's on her hands and knees in the middle of the floor, surrounded by what I can only describe as cake carnage. Frosting everywhere. 3 different mixing bowls scattered around. A bag of flour tipped over. Bowl of runny icing pooling on the hardwood. And she's crying. Not cute crying. Like shoulders shaking. Mascara running down her face. Frustrated sobbing. In front of her is what used to be a chocolate cake. Now it's a lopsided disaster. One side completely caved in. Frosting sliding off in chunks. I should have backed out. Should have quietly left and come back at 7 p.m. like nothing happened, but I couldn't. She looked so defeated. "Hey," I said softly from the doorway. "What's wrong?" She looked up and her face went through about 5 emotions at once. Shock, horror, embarrassment. Then she just started laugh crying. That thing where you can't tell if someone's breaking down or losing it. "I wanted this to be perfect," she said, gesturing at the chaos around her. "This is my 3rd cake attempt. The first one burned because I got distracted hanging decorations. The second one I dropped taking it out of the oven. And this one just gave up on life, apparently." She wiped frosting off her cheek, smearing it worse. "You do so much for everyone else. You volunteer at the animal shelter every weekend. You helped your coworker Tim move last month even though you hate him. You spent your whole Saturday fixing my mom's sink for free. And I wanted one thing to be special for you. One thing that shows you matter." I sat down next to her in the middle of the frosting mess. Didn't even care that I was getting chocolate icing all over my work pants. "Can I tell you something?" I said. "My mom used to lock me in the garage on my birthday. Said it was teaching me that nobody cares. I was so trained to hate that day that even now, as an adult, I physically forget it exists. Like my brain just skips over it to protect itself." Sarah was quiet for a second. Then she grabbed my hand. "That's exactly why this matters. You spent your whole childhood learning that you don't matter, and I'm going to spend the rest of my life proving that wrong." We ordered pizza, sat on the kitchen floor eating it straight from the box. She sang Happy Birthday completely off-key while holding a grocery store cupcake with a single bent candle she found in the junk drawer. I blew it out and she asked what I wished for. I told her I didn't need to wish because I already had everything. She called me corny and threw frosting at my face. Best birthday I never knew I needed.